All right, so welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, my apologies for the start. We're going to get going, right away. All right, guys. So we should be live now. All right, so let's do
Hello,
this.
and welcome to Voices in Education. I am your host, Natasha Lee.
All right, so Rurian, are you still here? Welcome.
Still here with you.
Okay, awesome. You can take it away.
All right, so it's Hydel just on the attack here, going down the left-hand side. So welcome, guys, to joining us on this coverage of this Manning Cup game between Calabar and Hydel. We're in the 39th minute. The score is 1-1. I will give you more information as we go on as it relates to goal scorers. But Calabar took the lead first, and Hydel responded about 4 minutes ago, about in the 34th minute. So no play right now. There is a player down for Calabar. Seems to be having some cramps, and he's going to be getting some help from the medical team.
So what is the score right now, Rurian?
So we're 1-1. The game is stopped for a little bit. I'm trying to dig for a little bit more information as it relates to goal scorers. See, like the goal scorer for Hydel was number 14, a former Calabar student, I must say. So his celebration was a little bit late. But the ball is kicked back into play by the Calabar goalkeeper. It's in the Hydel's half. Hydel with the ball. Coming down the right-hand side with a good attack, good tackle there. But Hydel still with the ball, swings it over to the left-hand side. Hydel still with the ball, good ball position. Ball played inside, but is cleared out by Calabar. It's about the center circle with the Hydel team again. Making some good passes here is the Hydel. Going down the right-hand side again with their attack. Hydel still going down, a poor pass there, and I think that's going to go out for a goal kick. So 1-1, 40 minutes gone in this encounter. Calabar scoring first and Hydel responding in about the 34th minute. And, seemed to be a good game going on so far. Teams are doing well. Good that we have some coverage here. So let's see what's happening here. So goal kick for Calabar. Get deep down into the Hydel half. They have the ball now going down the right-hand side with their attack. Lots of Calabar guys getting the ball. A good shot there on target from the Hydel striker, taking out the defender with that shot. The defender is on the ground now, but good interception by the defender to prevent that one from going on target. So he's getting some treatment here. Powerful shot off, and he took that one in his face. It's the number 20 for Calabar. He's up on his feet, so that's good. And he's getting a little bit of attention here. So the ball went out for corner kick for Hydel. Let's see what they can do with this set piece. It's number 14 taking the corner kick for Hydel. Cross comes in at about the penalty spot. Keeper comes and punches out. helped out there by his defenders. Hydel is with the ball though, halfway in Calabar's half. They're going down the right-hand side with attack again. Sprayer comes in, and it is headed out for another corner. So Hydel seems to have upped the tempo a little bit here. I mean, a lot of their attacking down this right-hand side and seem to find a little bit of room here. Calabar is under pressure on that right-hand side. So we are going to see what's going to come from this set piece here. Another corner kick by number 40. Let's see if he's going to go long or he's going to take a short corner this time. A pretty good one the first time. Here he goes. Ball comes in. Head goes up, and it's not a good header. And it goes out for a goal kick. So the heads went up. Didn't get a good, any power behind that header. But a good delivery from number 14 there. Another good corner. The keeper, had to stand his ground, and he picked up one of the strikers there. But number 5 for Hydel was unable to get some good head on that ball. So it's a goal kick for Calabar. They boot it up into Hydel's half. So Hydel is defending well. And there's a call on the play. It's a free kick for Hydel. Just close enough to the half line in their half. The free kick is booted way down the left-hand side, and it's going to go into touch for a goal kick for Calabar. So 1-1. We have played 43 minutes into this encounter. Calabar 1 to Hydel, and it's going to be a goal kick for Calabar. Well, let's see what will happen for the rest of this half if we can get another goal here. Goal kick comes in deep into the half. When go ahead, go up. Hydel clearing their lines. It's with Calabar here on the right-hand side. They come down the right-hand side with their attack. Long ball searching for number 7. Good control. Let's see if he'll make a good pass. Good play there, and he's going down, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. No call on the play. But a witty little move there, but the defender's tall, and he was unable to get around that defender. But number 7 showing some of his skills here. The ball is with Hydel, confidently playing it out from the back. They're going down the right-hand side of their attack again, cut down by Calabar, who is losing that ball again. Ball goes for a throw-in for Hydel halfway in there on the right-hand side. They come down the right-hand side again with their attack. Some crafted playing here by the Hydel players, looking good with terms of their skills. Free kick taken quickly, and it's all back by the referee. He wasn't happy with where they spotted the ball. So he's calling back that play. So 2 minutes of added on time play. We have played 45 minutes already. So we're into stoppage time now. So we have Hydel getting a free kick just about the half line. Let's see what they will do with this one. Last moments of this first half, booted straight to the custodian of the Calabar team. So wasted effort there. The Calabar comes away with it, building on the left-hand side. Well tackled up by the players from Hydel. The ball goes into touch for throwing for Calabar. They're coming down the left-hand side still. There's a foul on the play. Tackled up there with the Calabar player, and a foul called on the play. So it's just into the Hydel's half. On the left-hand side, they'll have this free kick. Not such a threatening free kick, but we're in the last minute of stoppage time. You'd want to try to get at least a shot on target for this one. So not a lot of players. See a few more players going in for this play. Ball is played on the left-hand side. Acres of room for this player here. He squares it over, trying to find one of his players there. No luck. And Hydel is doing well clearing their lines. And it's out. Hydel is clearing their lines, and it's headed out for a throw-in for Calabar. I think this is going to be the last play before halftime. Calabar still on that left-hand side. Ball's still tackled up there, throwing for Calabar again. still having it down the left-hand side there. Calabar, so just to say, good defending by Hydel, not giving the Calabar guys any, room on the ball. Ball comes back, swung into the 18-yard back, cleared out by Hydel. Hydel is coming away with it on the right-hand side, but the referee puts the whistle to his mouth and blows the whistle. It is half-time here, so it is Calabar 1 and Hydel 1. Good hustle for this first half. Calabar scored first, and Hydel scoring an equalizer through number 14, I believe, and the game is all even Stevens now. But based on what I have seen of this second half, Hydel is playing with high intensity, and they're not giving Calabar a lot of room on the ball. And if they keep up this, they will do well. So it was Clark who scored in the 15th minute for Calabar, and Watson, I think, scored in the 34th minute to regain priority for the Hydel team. So good matchups looking so far. I think it's interesting to see what will happen in the second half, if Hydel will be able to come out with that amount of intensity, or if Calabar will find some way to respond to the pressure that has been placed on them.
For sure. And as you mentioned, it's a good matchup so far. And guys, sorry about the late start. We got different times for the start of this game, but we're really happy to see that both teams are showing up and showing off. And Hydel is like, okay, you scored one, we're going to respond. So we really like to see that, because when we see this type of play, for sure we're in for a treat, for an exciting finish. So I know, Ruren, you've been seeing live what is happening there. So could you just tell us perhaps, and I'm waiting to get some statistics, hopefully we get that for the very first half of this game, but who do you believe will win this one?
Well, based on what I've seen so far, I would have to give Hydel the edge. They just have this, attitude about them where they're all over the Calabar team, meaning not necessarily that they're, being rough, but they're being aggressive in terms of on the play. They're not giving Calabar any room with the ball. They are making good passes in the midfield, and I'm expecting them to get a few more chances at goal. So as I said, based on how the first half was gone, I would have to give Hydel the advantage. And bear in mind that they're coming from behind as well. They have all the momentum going to them right now. So Calabar will need to come back and go back to the drawing board and see how best they can respond to this Calabar, to this Hydel team rather.
Okay, so you're pretty much saying perhaps Hydel is going to take this one this afternoon.
Well, if the tempo is kept this way, then I would give Hydel the edge based on what I've seen so far.
Okay, awesome. Guys, welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to this Manning Cup matchup between Hydel High School and Calabar High. And so we had, the score right now is 1-1. So Calabar on 1 and Hydel on 1. And we're trying to get some match, statistics to share for you. So it's halftime and it is 1-1. And who do you believe will win this one? You can share in the chat. And if you'd like to call in, the WhatsApp number is on screen. You can call. We can have, a quick conversation here All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. So again, it's Calabar 1 and Hydel High School 1. All right, so I believe Clark scored for Calabar and Henry scored for Hydel. All right, we'll get those names for you very soon, but I believe those are the names. All right, so again, it's Calabar 1 and Hydel High School 1. Who will win this one? All right, guys, remember to comment, remember to like, remember to share, and importantly, hit that subscription button. All right, so getting some match statistics for you right now. And I am going to share that information with you. All right, so just to share some stats with you. So in terms of shots in the first half here, Calabar 8, Hydel 11. Shots on target, Calabar 3, Hydel 4. Fouls 7 for Calabar, 10 for Hydel. Yellow cards, 1 for Calabar, 1 for Hydel. No red cards issued. Offside, so Calabar 1 time there. Corners, 4 for Calabar, 4 for Hydel. Saves, 2 for Calabar, 2 for Hydel. And possession, 42% for Calabar and 58% for Hydel High School. So I guess, Rurian, you were right in the sense that Hydel is pretty much, dominating the first half here in the context of possession too, because that's where the gap is right now between the two teams. So we see that the score, which is what we're pretty much focused on right now, 1-1, but we're realizing that, Hydel is more dominant in this first half here in terms of possessions, and it's 58% for Hydel and 42% for Calabar. So Ruren, do you have anything to share on that? All right, so Ruren, perhaps I'll just have to disconnect with you there until you're able to connect with us again. So again, it is 1-1. All right, so Calabar on 1 and Hydel also on 1. All right, so welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome to live commentary of Calabar versus Hydel High School. Would love to hear from you. So if you'd like to call us just before we get into the second half of this game, would definitely love to hear from you. All right. So remember, guys, to hit the like button, hit the share button, and also the subscription button as well. So we're just here in the first half. So the first half just ended and the score is 1-1. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And the scorers, so for Calabar, it was Clark in the 15th minute, and for Hydel, it was Henry in the 29th minute. So those are the goal scorers. And again, based on, possession of the ball, we're seeing that Hydel, is more dominant in this game right now. So welcome. I'm not seeing any comments yet in the chat, but as always, I just need to refresh the comment section here just to see if I'm getting any comments here. But guys, welcome. And remember to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, all right? So again, it's Calabar on 1 and Hydel High School on 1, all right? So stay tuned and we'll get the commentary going when the second half begins. Hello, hello, and welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to live commentary. And so it's the start of the second half in this game, and it is 1-1. So I'm just going to throw it to you, Rurian. Are you ready for us?
Yes, here we're back with second half action. The ball is with Hydel. They're losing that one to Calabar, who's trying to go down center here. They're coming over to the left hand side. But good tackle there by the number 8 of Hydel. Not giving the Calabar player any room on the ball, and also winning a throw-in for his team as well. So Hydel with a throw-in deep in their own half. And they're going forward. Long ball spreaded over to the center of the field, and a chance for Hydel, but the goalkeeper did well. I'm not sure if there was a whistle on the play. There was a little bit of pushing there in the final third. The number 5 for Hydel was pushing a little bit, but danger averted by Calabar. Calabar is coming down the right-hand side with their attack. And a lot of pressure being applied by Hydel, and they win a throw-in on the left-hand side. So they're building their attack on this left-hand side. Ball played right back to the left back. Lose the ball to Calabar, but Calabar gave it right back to Hydel. Hydel coming down the left-hand side. Player taken down, a free kick for Hydel. About half, almost at the half line on the left-hand side of the field. So not a threatening free kick, but they have possession, have had more possession than Calabar throughout this game. So let's see if they're going to take this one short or they're going to boot this one deep into the Calabar half. So it's going to be the latter. So it's deep into Calabar half, and Calabar clear their lines. They're coming down the right-hand side now. So it's going to be a throw in for Hydel again on the left-hand side. Let's see, seems like there's a little bit of problem here. And the referee is consulting with the linesman, and they're having a word with some members of the coaching staff. All right, so throw-ins for Hydel. Let's see, game has stopped for a little bit. And the linesman calling over the referee once more. So I'm not sure what is happening here. And he's giving the coach, a member of the coaching staff, Calabar's coaching staff, the yellow card.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I'm not sure what was said there, but he got the yellow card on the bench here. So the play has started. It's Hydel coming down the left-hand side. Good tackle there by Calabar. We did not throw in as well on their right-hand side. They're coming down the right-hand side with the ball, losing it to Hydel once more. Hydel in the middle of the park, a long shot, and that's dragged wide. So Calabar, Hydel started getting the first shot on after the break. Not on target though, but showing some intent as it relates to shooting at the goal. So it's Calabar going into attack once more. They're about the half line, a little bit of jostling here with the Hydel player who wins the ball and sends number 9 down the right hand side. Square comes in. A good take, and he misses. So good first touch. Ball came right across from the right hand side. Good first touch, but the second touch was the best. He got too much under it and it went over the bar. So opportunity missed there by Hydel. It's Calabar coming back into this one now. They're attacking on the left hand side, having a little bit of room here. Good passing from Calabar. They look so smooth here with the passing, but the defender of Hydel there winning the ball, and the ball is out of the danger here. So it's at the center circle with Calabar once more. They're going down the right-hand side this time, but the Hydel defender is having none of that, and he moves that one out for a throw-in for Calabar on the right-hand side. Throw-in taken. And, hustling again, it's the Hydel defenders, not giving the Calabar guys any room, and it kicks it out for another throwing down the right hand side of Calabar. Throwing come deep into the box, and the heads go up, and it's out by the Hydel player. Clearing their lines very well, going down the left hand side with their attack, and the ball is played into touch. So Calabar is going to take this one quickly, trying to catch them a bit on the counter. Ball comes center here, and it's out by the Calabar defender, and by the Hydel defender. And they have the ball building on this right-hand side going forward. Ball knocked into touch by Calabar. So it's a throw-in for Hydel about the half line. Ball is played right back to the center back. Building this one from the back. Let's see if he's going to go left hand. So sending the player away on the left hand side, just outside the 18-yard box. Let's see if he'll get a cross in. He's really tackled up by two Calabar defenders now, and he's pushed back toward the half line. Keeps control of the ball though, keep position of the ball, and a long ball played over to the right hand side here. Shot driven on target, but the flag was up, so it was in the offside position, the Hydel player. But that was a good attempt of a build up here. So yes, and now we're seeing what happened. A member of the coaching staff, tried to trip one of the Hydel players when he was going for the ball, and that was so unfortunate that adults are behaving that way in not setting good examples there for the kids. So it's with Hydel about half line here, swung over to the right hand side. Calabar is in control of this one. Plays back to the keeper who clears. Not a good clearance. He boots it out into touch for a throw in for Hydel. So Hydel is down the right hand side, trying to get some attack going here. And Hydel is doing well here on the left hand side. Ball is right in front on the D there, but Calabar won it. Coming out of the counter now. Ball is booted deep into the Hydel half. Calabar did well there to get control. He's surrounded by two Hydel players, and he's getting a little bit of support from the right hand side. Poor pass there by Calabar, and here comes Hydel with the ball on the left hand side here. And that's a strong challenge here by the Calabar player. The referee said play on. Calabar is coming down the right hand side this time, but Hydel is in control here, making some good passes from the back. They're about half line with their attacking play now going forward. The ball is booted down the right hand side, but it's too heavy. Easy take by the goalkeeper of Calabar, and they will have to start this one all over again. So the goalkeeper boots this one up, heads go up, and it lands with the Hydel players. They're pushing this one forward, coming down the right hand side, and the goalkeeper came and missed. This is brought back under the good shot from out, and it's cleared about at the 6-yard box by one of the defenders. So, the keeper came out, missed the ball, and, the ball was brought back at about the D. Good shot by the Hydel player there, and it was blocked by the defenders. Hydel coming down the right-hand side again. Building this one, trying to get another shot on target. The shot from about 25 yards out, charged down by Calabar, and Calabar clearing this one. So the ball is deep into the Hydel half. The defender is not taking any chances here. He boots it out for a throw-in, and I guess Hydel is going to throw players behind the ball. Throwing for Calabar on the right-hand side, and they lose possession of the ball again, and it's a throw-in for Hydel. So 54 minutes, we're in the 55-minute of this match. Hydel throws this one in from the left-hand side. Ball comes at the center of the field here. Good control there by the Hydel player. He sends his player down the left-hand side. Good speed, and let's see if he'll be able to cut this one back. Good defending again. Good move by this player. Really good work on the left-hand side there. Couldn't get a good cross in, or that would be 2-1, I would say, to Hydel. And Calabar managed to clear their lines. It's a throw-in on the left-hand side for Hydel. They're coming again at Calabar. The attacks are coming quick and fast. And, I love to see the speed that player, employed on the left-hand side just now. Ball thrown into the box and headed out by the Calabar defenders. Ball coming about half line back. So Hydel is going to build from the back again, putting a lot of players forward for, to ensure that they get a good opportunity to strike on target. Their attack is coming on the left-hand side. Well-read play there by Calabar, and they have the ball on the right-hand side, but ball is played into touch for a throw-in for Hydel. High-tempo game here. You can't take your eyes off this one. Even the coaching staff is getting involved in this one. So it's a really good game going on here. Hydel coming down the left-hand side again. Calabar did well. They're getting some tackles in, and they come away with the ball. So it's going to be a yellow card for the number. Oh, it's 2 yellow cards for the number 7 of Hydel, and Hydel has just lost a player. So 2 yellow cards for the number 7 for Hydel, and he is carded in the 57th minute. I think that wasn't even called for, and I think that was just a cheap card to get. It wasn't in the attacking play any at all, and the player wasn't even headed toward goal. It was in his own half. So if you're going to take a card, you'd want to know that you're trying to stop a goal, but.
So I just have a question for you, Ruben. Was that this number 7 was on a yellow card? I'm just trying to look at the play.
He was on a yellow card. So he was given a second yellow card, and the referee realized that now he's on 2 cards, so he was shown the red. So it's not a straight red.
Okay.
It's a second yellow card. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Because I was just wondering, because I was like, this didn't look like a straight red. I would rather give that coaching, the member of the support team, a card to leave, so.
I just saw him going through the crowd too, so apparently he is off the bench. I guess he was spoken to by other, members of the team, the coaching team, and he's heading away. So, poor behavior there. A lot of off-the-ball incidents happening here. There's a Hydel player that's down and rolling. Oh, so it's a Calabar player actually, and it's another yellow card for the number 14. Is that the number 14? That's Watson from Hydel. But let's see what's happening here. The officials are coming on. They're consulting, and the medical team is giving the Calabar player some assistance, and let's see if this one will be upheld.
I'm not sure. Something seems to be happening here. I don't know, but I'm not sure what's going on. So who is getting this yellow card? So it's number 14 there from Hydel. All right, so Hydel lost a player, and we see where, coaching, member of the support team there, so would love to. So as soon as Ruben connects with us, we'll have more to share with you, but the play is still, going. Well, yes, so Calabar is, passing the ball right now. So Ruben, once you're ready, just get back in here. And Hydel is trying to clear that ball and sends it down. So go ahead, and it's back to perhaps Calabar now.
Yeah, so Calabar with a throw-in over on the right-hand side. Ball's booted into the 18-yard box. Easy take for the keeper, and let's see what he'll do with this one. So he's building the play from the right-hand side. Ball booted over to the right-hand side, cut out by Calabar. You know, Calabar is going forward. They're in the middle of the park here, shot from about 25 yards out, and it's dragged wide of the upright, so not threatening at all. So good shot there. Well, not a good shot, I should say. Not a good shot. It was way, good thought, but that shot was wide. So we have played 60 minutes in this game now. And I think it's interesting to see how this game will pan out here. I think that was the wisest move by the number 7 of Hydel. They had the advantage and he is still upset. But, I think that was a poor decision as the goalkeeper booted this one over to the left-hand side. And it's going to be a throw-in for Hydel. Hydel coming down this left-hand side again. Good move here by this player. He is so good cut out there from the defender of Calabar. And it's going to be Hydel with the ball. Losing the ball is Calabar. And Calabar regaining that ball on that right-hand side. Coming center with it. Switching the play over to the right, to the left-hand side going forward here is Calabar. Good work here by the striker. He really did well against the defender. And ball pulled back just outside the 18-yard box. About another poor shot, way over the top. But, Calabar slowly starting to coming back into this game now, especially we having that, player advantage. And, it's really sad because Hydel was doing really well, and that card was all for, I would say. Hydel on the attack again. So Hydel with the ball halfway in Calabar's half. They're coming on the right-hand side. Ball played inside, but Calabar will clear their lines, and they're going to start their attack building from the left-hand side going down. Good pass here by Calabar. Good tackle by the defender of Hydel. He totally dominated there, and he's playing the ball over to the left-hand side to start the attack. Good ball by him, and the Calabar defender taking no chances in that one out for a throw-in. So I think Hydel will have to just put players in and try to get that goal and try to defend and hold them up for a win if possible. But it's going to be difficult being a player down. Ball in, and the Calabar players have this ball. Another Hydel players going down. Not sure. A lot of off-the-ball incident happening here. And I think, it's a very physical game that's being played right now. I think the tempers are flaring. But in all of that, it's going to be a free kick about 23 yards out to the left of the goal. Not right in front of the D, but it's to the left. 2 players standing over it. Let's see if there will be a wall. Well, yes, the goalkeeper is organizing a two-man wall, or 2 men in this wall. There's a third person joining this wall. 2 players over the ball. These set plays often makes a difference in games. And let's see how Hydel will do with this one. There's number 8 standing over the ball. It does look like he's the one who's going to take it. So the whistle goes, shot taken way over the crossbar. So didn't even work a save from the keeper. And it's the number 14 Watson who, had too much power on that one, way over the bar. So they missed out on that set play. Here comes Calabar, buildings from the back. Ball booted up the left-hand side. It's Hydel now. Hydel looks really confident on the ball, moving the ball really nicely around. But they will have to push themselves a little bit farther because they're down by a player. And another off-the-ball incident right here. Spikes was shown, and number 14 went off for Hydel. So really some strong tackles taking place here. And this is not what you really want to see. You don't want the kids to be hurting themselves. You want to see good, clean, quality football being played. But a lot of off-the-ball incidents happening here right now. So the ball is with Calabar. They're building down the left-hand side. And good pass here by Calabar coming down. Ball's played center. Missed by the defender. And there's an opportunity, a little bit of space here for the Calabar strikers. Cut out quickly by the defenders, and a shot on target that goes wide. All right, so that one dragged wide there, but there's another off the ball incident apparently. So there's a Calabar player down as well. So a lot of off the ball incidents happening here, and we want the game to be played. Persons showing off their skills, but we don't want anyone to get hurt. So seems like we have a substitution. Here is number 10 coming in and number 6. So number 10, Jackson coming in and Brightly number 6 going off. So Jackson number 10 for Hydel coming on. Placing Brightly. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Hydel team. Number 5 is over the ball for the goal kick. Let's see, he's going to boot this one deep into the Calabar half. Let's go up. And it's sent right back by the Calabar defenders. So they're building from the back. Again, Hydel, they're coming down this right-hand side. Put ball forward, cut out by Calabar, who has the ball in the Hydel's half here. Hydel with the ball. Long ball swung over to the left-hand side. And let's see if the Hydel player will get on this one. Strong defending by the Calabar defender there. And they are building it from the back again. So let's see what's happening here. So we're in the 67th minute of this game. The score is 1-1. The first goal was scored in the 15th minute by Clark. And that was, evened out in the 29th minute by Henry. So we are 1-1. No goals yet in the second half. Lot of actions though, as Hydel is coming down the center with this one. Ball moved it back to their defense. And let's see if they're going to come down, trying to come down this side, which the right side here lose out to Calabar. Calabar going forward on their left side and lose control of the ball. So it's going to be ball goes right through to the goalkeeper of Calabar, who starts to play on the left-hand side. So let's see what's happening here. Calabar doing well on the left-hand side. Poor pass, but it's still with Calabar. Shot from about 30 yards out, way over the crossbar. Wasted effort there. But, the intent, we have to commend them for the intent. If you don't shoot at the target, then you won't score. So it's Hydel building from the back. They have the ball in their 18-yard box, passing around, really confident with ball around there in the 18-yard box. They got it up to the half line, building down this left-hand side and charged down by Calabar. And it's going to be Hydel with the ball deep into their own half, really confident on the ball. All right, so Hydel has the ball in the middle of their half. It's the number 10 Jackson now, who just came on. Let's see if he'll have any impact on this game. Holding on to the ball, plays it over to the right-hand side. Hydel coming down with this right-hand side again, with number 14, who is taken down. And there's going to be a free kick for Hydel on this right-hand side. Number 14 is not up yet. I think his name is Watson. Let's see if he's going to get any medical attention. Seems to be hurt somewhere in his, they're calling on the medical attention for him now. His thigh seems like he has some sort of injury to his thigh, but hopefully it's not anything that is serious. So we're in the 70th minute. The score is 1-1, 1 Calabar, 1 Hydel. Calabar scored first in the 15th minute based on a long shot from about 40 meters out from the right-hand side by Clark. Ball bounced in front of the goalkeeper, didn't handle that one very well, and it ended up in the back of the net. So in the 15th minute, Calabar took the lead. And in the 29th minute, Hydel attacking down the right hand side, ball swung in, and Henry was there, all alone by himself, collected the ball, and made a good finish. The keeper had a hand to it, but it was a powerful shot, and it still found its way into the back of the net. So it's 1-1. The second half action has been really intense. A lot of everyone getting involved in this one. We had a player sent off for number 7. Hydel player was sent off for a second bookable offense, and there was a card for number 14 as well. So we're back live now, where there's a 3-man mall built. The kick is going to be on this right-hand side. Number 10, Jackson, is going to take it left-footed, it seems. Let's see if he'll go for target or he'll make a cross in. It's not a bad angle for him to, go if he's a curl it in one of those corners. Or it could be, a nice crossover to someone to get that finishing touch. Double substitution here by Calabar. So let's see who are those players who are coming in. They're right in the game. Let's see. They're ready for the free kick. Number 10, Jackson over the ball. He tries to go under the wall. The ball hits the wall, and it goes out for a corner kick. So if I think it would be good. So it's Wilson coming off, and I'm not sure what's the name of that person coming on. I missed that just now. But I know that Thompson is in and Watson is out as well. Double change. Corner comes in, lands, and a shot scrambling to save the goal is the Calabar defenders, but not a good shot. Not any good shot that went on target. A shot from way out, and it hits one of the Calabar defenders. So about 30 yards out, the shot taken, and another Calabar player takes this one in his face, and he is number 8. He seemed to be okay. He was probably a little bit winded by that one. He's back on his feet, and that's always a good sign. So it's not 8, but it's number 13. And there's there are physios on the field. They're going to take him to the side just to observe him a little bit. But he seemed to be, doing pretty well based on how he went down. But he's up on his feet, and that's good to see. So a strong shot by number 5. Hitting him in the side of the forehead there, and he went down almost instantaneously. So ball is at the half line with Hydel, who's driving down the left-hand side. Keeper comes and there's a chip over the keeper, and it is 2-1. Brilliant ball down. Classical finish. Beautiful chip. Keeper had no chance, and it seemed to be the number 9 who has put Hydel in front. And it was destined to happen. Hydel has not eased their foot off the gas pedal any at all. The keeper came out, found the only win, and this number 9 player, I spoke about it earlier, he was going down the left-hand side with some bullet speed, and he used his speed again, getting rid of 2 defenders, chipping that one over the goalkeeper, and it is 2-1 to Hydel with 10 players. So I saw this one coming from even halftime. The Hydel has been playing with high intensity, and this is going to be interesting to see what is happening for the rest of this game. Another Hydel player is down, and as I keep on saying, there's a lot of off-the-ball incidents here. Persons stepping on other players' feet, showing spikes and all of that. Even the coaching staff members have been involved. One of those persons getting a yellow card. And this is not what we want to see. We want players to go out there and, display their talents in the best way forward, and we don't like that at all.
For sure. So yeah, for sure. So just to let our viewers know, so Clark got the first goal there for Calabar in the 15th minute. Henry in the 29th minute for Hydel, and now D. Henry in the 74th minute for Hydel. So it's Calabar 1 and Hydel 2. So the two Henrys are doing well for Hydel there. Back to you, Ryan.
Yes, for sure. So yes, good information there. Yeah, that number is number 9, Henry, D. Henry. Yes, real speedster down that left hand side, and caused us some trouble there. Cool finish too. So that's really good for Hydel. And to do this 10 players down, it's really Hydel building from the back. Long ball down the left hand side. Good control there. And the ball spread over to the right hand side here. Let's see what will happen. And that's a clearance there with some venom from that player from Calabar. The tempers are flaring, and I have to say Hydel has played the better of the football so far. But, I was expecting that, Calabar with the man advantage would come back more into the game, but Hydel holding their own just thus far. So the ball is with Hydel. They're about halfway in the Calabar's half. They swing that over to the left-hand side again. Ball played into the center. Not such a good pass, and the ball goes to Calabar, who cleared their lines. So the ball is right back with the defenders of Hydel. And I love the way they control the ball. They're very confident on the ball, Hydel, even under pressure. They normally make some good passes. So that's really good to see. Calabar coming down the right hand side here. Being tackled up by the Hydel defender there, who's taking no chance. They're clearing a big clearance out. So they're about halfway down the right hand side in the Hydel half. Calabar coming forward in numbers. Ball booted into the 18-yard box, and it's headed out for a corner kick. The Calabar players appealing for something. Maybe there was a handball or something. We are not too sure. But it's going to be a corner for Calabar. This is an opportunity for them to push players forward to try and get that equalizer for just to get back into this game, because they need to show some fight here. It's number 10 over the ball for Calabar. Cross comes in, good cross, head goes up, and it is headed up by the defenders of Hydel, who's hustling hard, winning the ball on that left-hand side there, and they're going to get thrown in. So danger averted for now for Hydel, leading this one 2-1, courtesy of the Henry goals. O. Henry in the 29th minute, and D. Henry in the 74th minute to go 2-1 up in this one. The first goal was scored by Calabar's Clark in the 15th minute. So the play is going down the right-hand side with Calabar. They have a throw in right now, trying to get back into this contest. We're in the 79th minute. Let's go. And there's a throw in for Calabar. They're building in the center of the park. Ball comes over to the left, headed out by Hydel. Ball is back with Calabar, the center of the Hydel half. Trying to put some passes together here is Calabar, doing so nicely as well. So they're building on the right-hand side this time. Ball booted way over the goal from about 40 yards out, and it goes out for a goal kick. So all that hard work, all that passing, and they didn't get a good shot off. They have to do a little bit better in the final third, and the coach is not happy at all. I can see that on his face here, and there seems to be some substitution that will go on. Let's see what's happening with the referee. Seems to be warning someone here. So it's going to be a goal kick for Hydel. Booted deep into the Calabar half, headed out by Calabar. It's with Calabar at about half line, and the ball is played out into touch for throwing for Calabar. Calabar throwing down the right hand side here. and it's a vicious clearance by the Hydel player there. So it's going to be a corner kick if my vision serves me well here. Let's see what will happen here. But Hydel isn't giving Calabar a lot of room in their half. So they're trying not to make Calabar score. They pretty much have the 3 points right now. So if they can defend this, they would be good. They have 10 minutes of regular time left. But, as I said, Hydel has been doing really good with the plays that they were making throughout the game. And they haven't let up on they haven't let up on Calabar, and seems like we're having some substitution here. So it's number 14 coming on for Calabar. Is Marks, and Rankin is going off, which is number 7. So number 14 on for Calabar. See, like there's another substitution. No, congratulated by his coach there for his job done. So there's a double change by Calabar. Didn't get the second change. Forgive me for that one. But it's a throw-in for Calabar down the right-hand side. Let's see what will happen here. Ball thrown deep into the Hydel half, headed up by Hydel. It's still a throw-in for the Calabar team. Players going down off the ball, players are being stepped on, and it's still happening. And I hope that this is something that will stop throughout the game. Ball thrown into the 18-yard box, headed up by the defenders of the Hydel team. And the ball is with Hydel on the left-hand side. Going down that left-hand side, will they find that number 9 player? No. It comes over to the Calabar team, who loses a ball booted downfield by the defender there of Hydel, and it's with the custodian of Calabar, who puts it back into the Hydel half, who clears their line again. They're on the right-hand side with this ball. Now is Calabar, and plays it right back to the left, to the right back, who kicks it forward and headed out by the Hydel team. So the Hydel team seems to have taken their hand off the gas pedal a little bit there. And they're building away from the back, coming down the left-hand side and almost losing the ball there. But they still have possession. Calabar wins it at about half line, and they're building from the back. It's in the center back's position right now. So there is another stoppage, as there is a Hydel player that is down just in the 18-yard box just now. I think it's that player that stretched to make a pass. It was a late pass, and it might have been caught by the striker's boots there. But he's being stretched. His left leg is being stretched, and I'm hoping that he will be okay. So we're in the 84th minute of this contest, and it is 2-1 courtesy of goals from Clark for Calabar in the first half. He scored the first goal in the 15th minute, and then it was all cancelled out in the 29th minute by O. Henry, and then Hydel got the go-ahead goal in the 74th minute by D. Henry, and the score is 2-1. The first goal by Clark was, I would say, an error by the goalkeeper. But that these things do happen in the game of football. We're about to restart the game now. The players up and running once more, and there's a drop ball for the Calabar team. So Calabar is building from the back. Over on that right-hand side, ball comes center, and the Hydel team clears their lines. Ball's up the center circle, but Calabar boots it back into the danger area. And Calabar is putting up some good passes outside the 18, about 23 yards out now. And ball played inside the box, headed out by the Hydel defenders, and it is cleared by that defender. Ball is at half line on the way. Calabar. Seems like Hydel has gone into defensive mode now. They're playing all the players and the ball just to cover out the rest of time for this game. Of about 5 minutes of regular time, plus I think about 3 minutes of added time, plus about 8 more minutes in this encounter. As they have the ball in the back and they're losing out Calabar again and cleared out on that left-hand side. So it's going to be a throw in for Calabar on their right-hand side. And is there another player down here? I think we have a Calabar player down this time, and they're going to get some medical help here. He seems to be in a lot of pain, and I'm not sure what's happening. A lot of players, as I said before, picking up injuries. It's a very physical game that is being played here. Teams almost evenly matched, but Hydel has this little bit of drive that gave them the edge, and it seems like there's going to be a card for number 19 here. So it seemed to be an off the ball incident, and I think this is going to be the fourth yellow card for the Hydel team. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's see if we can pick up anything. And
I believe it was the play. I believe it was the play that tackler that kicked.
But I think the wrong player got the card, if based on what I'm seeing on the replay.
Oh.
I'm thinking it should be the number 8 that got the card. I'm seeing number 19 gets the card, so I'm not too sure. I wasn't paying too much of fucking, I wasn't so keen on the numbers, but when I was looking at the play, it didn't seem like it was the number 19 that was that made that back. So hopefully I'll see that again. And I'm not sure if they'll get this sorted out. I don't think it was the number 19 who made that back.
Yeah, so lots of cards given out in this one for sure. Hydel picking up a lot here. And
and I think this is a good move too by the Hydel coaching staff. If somebody has a card, I would want to get them off. But remember, they're down to 10 already.
Yeah, and you have to think about like the next game too, because in the context of, let me just tell you the standings, and this might, this is going to change. So again, I believe Calabar is number 2 in Zone A and Hydel is in the 3rd spot. So if Hydel gets this win, they will be on 12 points, the same as Calabar. And then, that will go down to goal difference to determine who will take the number 2 spot. So at the top of the table is Kingston College right now, based on the points that I have.
Well, just while you were talking, the cross came in empty header, free header in the box. And the only thing that was wrong with that was that the captain number 5 of Calabar didn't head it into the back of the net. The keeper was beaten, and he's animated with this one. He was really getting at his defenders. Free header in the box, and, just headed a bit wide. That could have been the goal to settle this one for Calabar. That's the equalizer. But here comes Hydel down the left-hand side. That might be number 9 there. What's his name? D. Henry. And he's cut out quickly by the Calabar defense. So the last few minutes here is really interesting. A few substitutions, a few off-the-ball incidents, and a few chances. Let's see if Hydel will hold on to their 2-1 lead and take the 3 points for this one, or if Calabar can find another, opportunity to become, 2-2 with them. And this is a really, really interesting game for a lot of different reasons. Lots of cards, lots of off-the-ball incidents, and some good play mixed into all of that. So it's a throw in for Hydel, a shot from about 50 yards out, charged down by Calabar. They're going down the left-hand side. That should be O. Henry over there. He's a really good player there. Let's see what he'll do with this one. Trying to get by the defender who does well. Calabar is going down the right-hand side with their attack now. Needs to do this quickly. We're in the 90th minute. Cut out there by the Hydel defenders, and they win a throw-in. So 4 minutes of added on time in this game. A lot of stoppages in this one, and let's see if Hydel will be able to hold on to this 2-1 lead. There's a throw down the left-hand side. Here goes Hydel, and I think we have some clash of heads here. Oh boy, this game is something else. So both players going up to head the ball, and there's a clash of heads. I'm hoping that they are okay. They're both rolling on the ground, and the physio is up and out. So really quickly, both heading the Calabar player had the ball and then followed through, and then both players, had bumped together, and they're being iced. And I'm hoping that they are doing okay. Hopefully they will be okay. So just to remind you, we're in the 91st minute. We're playing 4 minutes of added on time. We might get a little bit more out of this game because we just had the stoppage here. Both players are back on their feet. That's good. So just to recap, the first goal was scored by Clark in the 15th minute. Clark of Calabar. So Calabar went 1 up in the 15th minute. In the 29th minute, it was O. Henry who brought Hydel back on level terms. And then the go-ahead goal was scored by D. Henry in the 74th minute. And back to live action now. It's going to be a free kick for Hydel about, I would say this is about 25 meters out on the left-hand side.
Just a quick question for you. Just a quick question for you, Ruren. Do they add, time to already added time?
Yes, so it's going to be the discretion of the referee. So if he deems that they should get a few extra seconds or a few minutes, then he would add that on. Beautiful move there by the number 9 on the line, and well cut out by the Calabar defenders. So it's another throw-in for Hydel. A lot of trouble caused down that left-hand side by D. Henry. And, Calabar has to do well over that side in order to prevent, the threats that they pose. Ball is thrown to Henry again. He's crossing this one. No one on that side. I think Hydel is into lock shot mode now where they're closing down everything. Calabar is coming away with a quick counteracting play. Ball booted up and headed out by Hydel. And they are coming down this left-hand side again, cut down by Calabar. And the ball is played right over to that number 9. Seemed to be offside. Yes, he's offside. So we're in the 94th minute of play now. But that guy, D. Henry, he adds a lot of energy to that left-hand side for Hydel going forward. And, he has, capitalized on his efforts over there. So ball booted deep into the Hydel half, out by the Hydel defender one time. Going to be a throw-in for Calabar at about half line on the right-hand side. And we have about a minute of play left in this one, and our player goes down. But the play continues. It's a Hydel player, and the game is stopped now. Another player goes down. I tell you, this game has been so physical, and I'm just happy that we're not seeing any serious injuries here. But it's a very physical game, and you can know these two teams are pretty close together. Drop ball for the Hydel team. They booted deep into the Calabar half, and number 9 is there fighting his way. Is it number 9? Seems not. Seems to be number 4. But Calabar is coming away with this one. That's probably the last play of the game here. Boots it up into the Hydel's half, and it's booted out by the Hydel defender over to the right-hand side. So it's going to be a throw-in for Calabar. We're played 94 minutes now, 94 and a half minutes. and it's still 2-1. And the Hydel team is putting everyone behind the ball. They're not giving Calabar any ounce of time to play on the ball. Calabar
It's
working
time
themselves
for
down
the.
the
I
right
think
hand
it's
side
time for it to be called
with
out.
shows. So ball thrown into the box, cleared out one time by Hydel, a shot from about 35 yards out, and it is cut down. Ball chipped in the box and beautiful take by the keeper, who seemed to have picked up an injury collecting that ball. So this is nothing new throughout this game. We have clear going down, and it's. I think this is going to be the last play of the game. 95 minutes played already. Drop ball to start this game off, and the keeper has it. Let's see. I think as soon as he kicks this one out, the referee is going to call it, and that's what he does. So 95 plus minutes of play for this one, and the game ends. Hydel 2, Calabar 1, and this game has is full of a lot of stuff. It is loaded. It's a loaded game, Natasha. Really loaded game. I tell you.
Yeah, for sure. Like I am here and I am looking too, and the the referee pretty much played an additional like minute or so. So again, but
Yeah.
from the start, from where we started, because we came on a bit late, we saw that Idel was having the great of the possession in terms of dominating the game. And I must say kudos to Idel because they played with what 10 players, and they pretty much
For
kept.
about 25 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much kept their form right throughout this game. And as you mentioned, it was a very tough game in terms of a lot of physical plays, and it was very unfortunate to see an adult behaving in that particular way from that Calabar supporting staff, from their supporting team. We don't want to see that kind of behavior any at all, because as adults, we are there to influence students in a positive way, and what we do can determine how students react as well. So that was very poor behavior, and you said that he was trying to, I guess, cause another play, like a Hydel player to fall. And so that was totally not okay there. And he should have been removed immediately. Like he got a yellow card, and you said he was, I guess somebody encouraged him to leave. But they should have asked him to leave. That, players are getting yellow and red cards. Adults, when you do something like that, you know, straight red card for me. Like straight, you need to leave, because that is
Yeah,
not something that is it is not good. It's not good. It's not good. Definitely not good. Poor behavior there.
yeah, and I agree with you on that one. It was I didn't I saw it on the replay, and that's how I realized what had happened. I saw it on the replay. I know something was happening down there, and the player brought it to the attention of the referee. The linesman was in a good position and actually saw what happened, and I think he is the one who spoke to the referee, and he got the red card. Sorry, not the red card, but the yellow card. But the thing is this, when you behave like that and it's not seen, it's probably not so bad. But he's on like live TV doing that, and his face was, all there. So it's not a good look, and it's not a good representation of his school either, because he's all in colors, school colors, and it's not a good example being set here for the players. So what happened was the ball was played into touch, and the ball, went beside him. I think he actually caught the ball. He gave it to the Hydel player, and while the Hydel player was heading back toward to the field of play, he tripped him. He tried to trip him. He didn't fall over, but that was his intention. So it's sad to see that. But I think it's a deserved win for Hydel based on what I've seen. I've seen probably 3/4 of this game. And Hydel has maintained the greater possession, and they have created the better chances, and they have taken the chances that they got. The goal that Calabar scored, we could put that down to a goalkeeping error. I guess they would say the same about the first goal that Hydel scored as well, but poor defending from Calabar, allowing Henry a clean shot at goal, and he powered it through, and the keeper fired it, but wasn't strong enough to save that one. And Henry, from he came onto the park, he made that left hand side of the field his own. Brilliant ball to find him first, and he moved. He moved and left two defenders, in his dust, and a confident chip over the goalkeeper, and left the goalkeeper for dead there. And it was a beautiful finish by Henry in the 74th minute.
For sure. And soon I'll be sharing some statistics, of the game with you. All right. So again, it's Hydel 2 and, Calabar 1. And we're seeing, the player of the match here seems to be Forbes from Hydel. All right. So I'm just looking and perhaps two. I'm not sure, but just checking to see. So I'm just waiting to see the name here for the other player and to see if it is two players given this. But Forbes so far we see as the player, the man of the match, the player of the match. All right. So again, it's Hydel on 2 points, 2 goals, and Calabar 1. So Hydel takes this one, and based on the information that I have in the context of points, Hydel now joins Calabar on 12 points in Zone A. And it's going to be a tough one here. So, not Hydel, Calabar's coach, Andrew Price. So, Calabar's coach, Andrew Price there, and lots, I guess, that they will be looking into as they, consider their next plan. And so again, we know that KC leads the table there in Zone A. And again, based on the information that I have, KC is sitting on 18 points at the top of the table, but this information is probably going to be updated as matches are being played. And that's the information that I have as of now. And so based on what I have too, Hydel now is now on 12 points. So they join Calabar on 12. So soon I'll be, going to see the goal difference and to see if, Hydel now takes a second spot or if Calabar will remain in the second spot there. So again, guys, remember to support your schools, win, lose, or draw. The students, they have worked very hard. And so it is important to show your support, for your schools in the Manning Cup and the Dacosta Cup games. Please support your schools. So if you're a Calabar supporter, keep supporting your school. Hydel, keep supporting your school. That is, very important to do. All right, so just keep doing that. So just to share some statistics with you, and we can take a couple of calls if you're interested in calling. And please remember to hit the like button. All right, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, share, guys. And let's continue to support our students. All right, so again, based on the information here, Hydel is now in the second spot. So Hydel is now in the second spot. So of the Zone A, Table Kingston College is on 18 points. Hydel and Calabar, they both share 12 points, but Hydel now takes the number 2 spot. And that would be obviously based on, I guess, goal difference there. All right, so That for sure, this match was very important, for Hydel. All right, so definitely important for Hydel. So now they have played 6 games. All right, so Hydel is in the number 2 spot. Calabar is now at the 3rd spot in the table. So again, Idel is now in the number 2 spot. So Idel knew that they had to come today and, do what they needed to do to get, this number 2 spot. And they did just that. They knew what the assignment was, what was required of them, and they did that. And as Ruren explained, the game was, a very in, I guess, physical one, lots of aggressive play. And we're going to now just go to some statistics of the game here. So in terms of shots, 15 for Calabar, 16 for Hydel. Shots on target, 4 for Calabar, 5 for Hydel. Fouls, 13 for Calabar, 11 for Hydel. Yellow cards, 1 for Calabar, 4 for Hydel. Red cards, Calabar did not receive a red card. Hydel received 1. Offsides, 1 for Calabar, 2 for Hydel. Corners, 5 for Calabar, 5 for Hydel. Saves, 2 for Calabar, 3 for Hydel. Possession, 45% for Calabar and 55% for Hydel High School. And so again, as we said, based on where we picked up the commentary in this game, it was clear that, Hydel, was dominating from the first half. So they had, greater possession there too in the first half. And we see that, continuing into the second half of this game. So for sure it was a good matchup, and always exciting to see this matchup when the game is closely contested. And, as always, I'll say to you, remember to support, go ahead and, support your schools. The students, they work very hard. All right. They work very hard. They train very hard. And this is something that they're looking forward to. And sometimes just knowing that, they have the support, they're better able to persevere and to do well. So support Japanese Sports Talk. Welcome, welcome. You're definitely welcome in terms of, us trying to provide, you with updates. And guys, remember to go over and check out Japanese Sports Talk as well. All right, guys. So if you want to call, we can take, a couple of calls, perhaps 1 or 2 calls here. Would love to hear from you. We are not sure who the supporters are today, Ruren, because we weren't seeing anybody in the chat sharing, 1 Calabar or 1 C-Bar or 1 Hydel. It was pretty much, I guess, quiet in terms of the persons here just watching or listening. I guess because of the high intensity of the game. What are your views on that?
I was just about to say that it must be the intensity of the game. I tell you, you have to keep your eyes on it. It was that sort of game. You have to be following the ball and also looking at the players off the ball as well, because things were happening off the ball and on the ball and off the field as well. So it was that type of game. But it would be good to see persons representing their school, in spite of what happened. If your team won, which is Hydel, or if your team lost, which is Calabar today, it's not the end of the road. But just show your support to these young players who are going out there and doing their best and representing for themselves pretty well. Calabar had a chance to tie that game, and maybe that's probably where they would beating themselves the most. They had a free kick coming over, and the captain got up, but he didn't find the target with his header. Clean, unchallenged header, and under normal circumstances, you'd expect him to bury that one because the keeper was good. But all in all, I have to just give it to Hydel as I was listening to the coach just now, and you know, Coach Price was saying that the goal, it was a goalkeeping error that cost them the first goal. I don't agree with him on that one, but he said that it's a young team, and he made a point that the Hydel players were bigger than stronger than his players. And I must agree with him. We had a few guys on the Hydel team that were really towering over those Calabar players. And, I guess that also contributed to them not winning this game. But all in all, it was a good game. Even the coach, that's Devon Anderson from Hydel, he said it was a very physical game, and both teams did well. And he said that they have the goal to win the Manning Cup this year. And if they keep on playing like this, keep on playing with this kind of character, knowing that they had to play with 10 players for about 25 minutes of this game, and they got the go-ahead goal when they were down to 10 players. It speaks volume to the kind of character that these guys have, and how they have executed the game today. So we have to say kudos to them. And if I were a Hydel student or a Hydel fan, I would definitely be representing right now. Good performance out there. And Calabar did well, but they were just not up to the mark today. And that's how it goes sometimes when you play sports.
Yeah, for sure. And if Idel tells you that, they want to win the Manning Cup, believe them. Look at champs. And so look at girls champs. Let me just say that. So believe them. And what I'll say too, in the context of Calabar, I'm not sure. Calabar seems to be a good team. Perhaps this is the first match that I'm zooming in on Calabar, but just being, holding the number 2 spot in Zone A tells a lot too. So some of the things that perhaps were said in the context, because, Idel was in the number 3 spot there, but Kingston College is sitting at the top, with 18 points. And again, that's based on, updates that I have now, and this can change. But right now, Calabar and Hydel, they're on 12 points, but Hydel, I guess based on goals, scored, they're in the number 2 spot. So I felt that both, teams knew that this was an important game. And I feel that Calabar was, playing their best in terms of game. They did not come and say Hydel seemed to be, stronger. So no, they were playing. It was, as the coach rightly put it, and as you said too in your commentary, it's a very physical one. We saw that happening, and in the context of the cards. But I believe in terms of the next game for Hydel, they will have to be very careful, because I believe they carry the cards with them, right? All right, not hearing Ruren there, but Sue.
I'm not too sure how the cards go. I think they get wiped after a point. I'm not too sure. But usually a red card means that you
miss the next game. And that's the thing, because if you have players on yellow cards right now, and if they're good players, you perhaps want to start them and perhaps take them off so they don't get a red card. Because if you're going to have a very important game, and again, I am not sure, in terms of the games, I know that Calabar, Hydel, and I believe KC perhaps played 6 games. So I'll have to go and look at the Manning Cup in terms of plays and see how they're doing that. But for sure, this was definitely an important game. And we see Hydel, dominating from start to finish. Not that Calabar was playing poorly. They did well enough, I believe. But, as you said, they got some opportunities. to capitalize on, and they missed it. They missed them, and so that cost them. I do not believe, yes, one was, I don't know, in terms of the stronger and smaller players, but Calabar was playing. They were playing. It was just that Hydel, I guess they had a very strong mindset. They came out, they knew what the assignment was. They knew how important this game was for them. And they have a goal. You heard it from the coach. They're in it to win the Manning Cup this year. And believe them, if they tell you that they're here to win, they're going to do what they need to. And so Hydel High School is going to be a team to watch as the Manning Cup, continues. So very exciting stuff here in Jamaican schoolboy football. And, for sure, we're looking forward to that.
For sure. To be honest, though, from how we started the coverage, Hydel just to me seemed to have that cutting edge that Calabar didn't have. But what I realized now in analyzing the game, Calabar came back into the game when Hydel went down to 10 players. That gave them that little bit of, the one-man advantage, and they made it pay. They got a few chances. They didn't kill off those chances, and that's what came back to hurt them. But, as I said, you have to just love the way how, Hydel played. The coach said that they're a brave team and they didn't let up after they went down to 10 players. They kept coming, they kept attacking. And, I guess they were rewarded with the goal because of their character and, their mindset for it.
For sure, for sure. And just to share some other Manning Cup, updates with you in terms of scores. So again, in this game, Calabar Hydel, it's 2-1 in favor of Hydel. So in the game between Jose Marti and Campion College, it's 1-0 in favor of Campion College. Waterford and St. George's, it's 3-0 in favor of St. George's. And Hascott and St. Jago, 4-0 in favor of St. Jago. And just to go over to some Doncaster Cup updates as well. So in terms of the match between Dintil and Charlemont is 7-0 in favor of Dintil. So again, that's just some updates that we're receiving. In terms of the first half between Garvey Maceo and Their Technical, the update that we have is that Garvey Maceo is leading 1-0 in that game at the end of the first half. And in the context of, this one hurts, but I like it. In the context of the Doncaster Cup, Central High versus Glenmuir High, and it's 1-0 in favor of Central High in the first half, and the goal scorer there is Nathaniel Howe. Ho. And guys, trust me, this Central High School team, look out for them here. Look out for them. And they started out a bit, I guess not so much on the winning side, but we're seeing them. And we are saying Team Central all the way, every day. Team Central and Color Red, big up in yourself, it goes. So again, guys, I don't know if you love schoolboy football, and as you perhaps know by now, I am a country girl. So I am more attuned to D Cup, but for sure we have to balance things, and that's a part of voices in education. And so we learn from different areas, and we try to balance here in terms of sharing or sharing live commentary when they're available for D Cup and the Manning Cup competition. So if you're new to this space, guys, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, turn on your post notification. We provide other programs as well. So it's not just about schoolboy football, but it's, ways where we can learn from, and at the same time, we have a goal to continue to support students. So your support here will continue to help us in that way. All right, so to some other matches in terms of the first half, Irwin leads 1-0. So that's Irwin against, St. James High, and Lacovia is leading Stats 1-0. So that's interesting there. So again, these updates are pretty much just coming in. And so, we'll definitely share with you. Well, perhaps we won't be live, but would love to find out, how the games are going, and we'll definitely share with you. So again, that's some updates that we have for you. And I'm now seeing that it is 1-1 between Central High and Glenmuir High at full time. So it's 1-1. All right. So that's what we're hearing there. It's 1-1 there. And, again, kudos. So I need to just go, and soon we'll see how that Zone L table is looking in the Da Costa Cup game. But there is something too that I want to share with you. It's on the community tab here on, our YouTube page. So today, ISA provided an update in terms of disciplinary measures taken against, Kellett High School from the Da Costa Cup competition and Innswood High School from the Manning Cup competition. So ISA bars Kellett High and Innswood High School for using an ineligible player in their respective competition. So ISA made the following ruling, and I quote, both Innswood High and Kellett High have been suspended for the remainder of the 2023 Manning and Da Costa Cup competitions, respectively, with immediate effect. Both Innswood High and Kellett High have been barred from participating in the 2024 Manning and Da Costa Cup competitions. The suspension only applies to the Manning and Da Costa Cup competitions. And that's the end of the quote there. So again, ISA is saying we're barring these schools. So Innswood High School from the Manning Cup and Kellett High School, they're suspended immediately. So we will not see them in the competition anymore. And also they will not be in the competition for the next Manning and Da Costa Cup season. All right. So we won't see them in the competition for, next year. All right, so some persons believe the ruling is too severe based on previous rulings related to using ineligible players. And so would love to hear your views. So in the context of that backlash, ISA also made a post to say that, different circumstances, there are different circumstances for each case. And so they said case 1, player registered but did not meet eligibility criteria. Case 2, players registration incomplete and allowed to play based on misinterpretation of rules. Case 3/4, players not registered nor eligible to play, but fraudulently presents ID to participate. So what ISA is saying, clearly the same punishment could not be applicable in all cases. So, a lot of persons are saying that, this is not consistent with previous decisions, taken by ISA in the context of, player schools using ineligible players. So for example, we saw that with Jamaica College in the game with Tivoli Gardens. The result was different, where JC lost, 3 points and Tivoli, got those points. So that is where the backlash is coming from. So would love to hear your views. And again, Issa is pretty much trying to clear that up to say, the cases are different. And so clearly they could not get the same ruling. So just to share that information with you. So Ruren, do you have any final comments you'd like to share before we wrap this one up? If you're still here.
Yes, I'm still here listening, with information that I think as it relates to the last issue that you're dealing with, as it relates to, I hope that I'm not sure how their thing is laid out, but I would also think that there's some sort of inconsistency there. So I think they need to just get that thing a little bit more transparent if they need to put it there so that coaches and school administrators.
You're low right now.
Am I sounding any better?
Yes, you're sounding better. So I believe we lost you. You're saying about, being more transparent.
Yeah, just saying that it's just need to be more I hope that they are. I'm not sure exactly what is on the books, but probably give cases to the coaches and school administrators so they know that if things go along this line, then this is going to be the sanction for it. So yeah, so it's kind of like that. But I am thinking that the adults should know exactly what is happening in terms of what players and their availability in terms of playing for the school. And I'm hoping it's a case where they did not understand the rules and not a case that they were trying to use ineligible players without being caught.
Yeah, I saw Issa using the word fraudulently, so I guess there might be a strong case there. But perhaps you're right, because given the fact that Issa had to make a post in terms of explaining, pretty much giving us a little summary of what happened in the few cases that they have had. Perhaps this is something that needs to be in policy where persons know. If it is not, so because I am not sure, but I am just assuming based on the developments coming from Issa that perhaps this is not in policy. So if this is in policy, they would have directed us to their policy. So perhaps this is something that they should consider if it is not in place.
Yeah, I agree with that. So hopefully that's a learning curve for them and for also the school administrators and coaches. Yeah, so that's it. But all in all, back to the game and today, good game by the guys, and I'm hoping that everyone comes out of this one injury free and will be okay for the next game. I think Calabar has a game on Tuesday, based on what the coach said. I'm not sure when Hydel will be playing again, but wishing the guys all the best for the rest of the season, and the sky's the limit for them. And I'd also like to thank you for inviting me here and for all the persons who stuck with us throughout the coverage. Thanks for the support, and thanks for supporting Voices in Education. Please remember to subscribe, like, and continue to share this platform so that we can achieve what we are set out to achieve in terms of helping students.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ruren, for sharing and for providing us with very great commentary. Always, love when you come over and do this for our community for sure. You're so good with what you do, and there's nobody else who is better able to put that across for us right now, better than you do. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you, just taking us through the games, and not just this one, guys. So if a match is coming up, Jamaica or, schoolboy football, national football, we're here and we'll try to give you that commentary as well. Again, we do not have the rights in terms of showing the video, So what we can do is provide you with, coverage. So again, it was a very competitive game between Calabar and Hydel. And in the end, Hydel took this one 2 goals to 1. And so we're now seeing that Hydel is sitting in the number 2 spot in Zone A, right behind Kingston College. And Hydel has pretty much, sounded the alarm, as they would say, in the context that they're coming to take this one. So would love to send our best wishes. So we're sending our best wishes to all the teams in the Manning Cup, competition, and the Doncaster Cup competition as well. And remember, wherever you are, whichever school you attended, please remember to support your school, support the students. They train hard, they work hard, they have been waiting for this moment. And it's your opportunity to support students. Please support students. So if you're a past student or if you're a parent, go to the matches and do your best in terms of showing up and showing up for your school, because that is definitely important. And we want to ensure that our schools are supported. So whatever it is that you can do to support students, please do that. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button, and also turn on your post notification so that you do not miss any updates from this channel. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next live. Blessings and love, everyone.
to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can listen to the different voices in education. Stay tuned.